Hey everybody, I'm Matt, Senior Client Success Manager for White House Custom Color, and I am hanging out in Dallas, Texas today outside of Asymmetry Studio, which is a shared space. Awesome senior photographers. Alison and Chris are wonderful people. We're going to be doing a full redesign makeover with these guys over the next few days. You're going to love the style of the imagery, the style of the groupings, and all the information is going to come. We're going to go in and say hi, so hang with us. We are really excited to be hanging out at Asymmetry Studio with Alison and Chris, who just had to rescue your little one here for a few minutes. But she could have been part of the video too.
That's nice.
But we are at Asymmetry Studio. Two of our very favorite people, amazing work, amazing individuals, and we are pumped to be putting up all kinds of cool display stuff for you. Do you want to tell everybody a little bit about you, kind of where we're located?
Sure, so we're in Lakewood, which is near White Rock Lake, and it's important to us because we love how the community feels in Lakewood. It doesn't feel just like big Dallas, like it feels a little bit more like Austin. It feels very tight-knit kind of community. Yeah. And so whenever, in fact, we've lived here for so long that whenever we wanted to open our own studio, that was my #1 prerequisite, is like we want to open it in Lakewood. Yeah. And that was really important to us.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you and Chris have a really interesting history where you met at another studio.
Yes. And
then when that owner decided to retire, then you guys started this, is that correct?
Yes, yeah. So we worked at Arlington and another studio for 12 years together. And honestly, I've been wanting to start our own studio for a lot longer, but he was like, oh, we're a little safe, we're a little secure.
Right.
And then finally when he retired, it kind of like pushed us out of the nest, and we decided, okay, now's our time to jump off and do it on our own.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
Then we got to bring the studio here to where we love to live.
Okay, so one of the cool things about this redesign and this makeover specifically is that you were in a shared space.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. And as we are talking to photographers all over the country, there are differing reasons why people are putting in front of them as roadblocks. And we have heard, I'm in a shared space. It's very difficult for me to do this because I'm in a shared space. You guys are in a shared space, and you can see what we're going to put up on the walls here. So will you kind of give us just a little bit of an intro background of your space, how it works for you, how you share it, like that stuff, so everybody can learn?
Sure. So for us, when we first started, we just had one room. We had one big room. It was just enough to have the shooting space, dressing area, office, everything together. But it was so important to us to show our work. So we walked a very fine line. So the front area is shared, and the owner's one thing was you can't make it look like a photography studio up here because that's not fair to the other tenants. Mm-hmm. So we worked to find pieces that looked a little bit more abstract, a little bit more like artwork, and very carefully picked what we were going to put up there so that way we could still show our work and not infringe on anybody else's toes, step on anyone else's toes. Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of our big thing. And then as we expanded a little bit, we got new rooms where we can have specifically our own. That way we can put our own work up there without any sort of limitations.
Yep, yep. So we have the shared space in the front. Mm-hmm. We're going to be putting the clothes grouping up there. And when you were designing the images for that, you cropped in on a few images so it looked more like product shots, more like commercial photography. You know, and your stuff goes so much that way anyway that it was just a natural fit. So when we're putting that in, you'll notice that right away, and that's all we're really changing out in the front room. You've got a couple other pieces that we're just incorporating in from the past that look like artwork versus specific portrait photography. Yep. We come down the hallway past your two tenant or your shared space mates.
Yes. Our suite mates.
Your suite mates. Yeah, that's a good word for them. And then we have your dressing area, which is awesome. Is it your sister that did the?
Yeah, my sister did a custom mural in there, so that's really fun.
Cool. Yep. And we're doing a couple larger installations in there. So we have a 3060 metal piece that's going to go above the dressing room bar or the clothes bar, that's what you'd call it. And then vertical 320/20s framed acrylics that are going to go up in there. So we're keeping things much more gallery-esque.
Yes.
Yes, that was very important to you, and I think that that's good to note. Then across the hall, explain what that room is going to do for you.
So we are designated that room as an office, but we didn't have to have that room as an office. We really wanted it to show product. So it's kind of an office, but it's even more of a gallery, of a showcase, to show what people can have in their homes, to really, show what you want to sell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And there is one large standalone print in there if somebody wants that for their space. There's an awesome gallery wrap grouping that all fits together even though it's 5 pieces. There's the edges are good, which makes me very happy, and things don't line up sometimes. It makes me twitch a little bit. And then we have that beautiful gallery wall that we're going to put up that I think is 10 pieces.
Yes, it's 10 pieces, and I'm super excited about it because it's matted and framed in clear glass, which just looks so modern and clean and crisp.
Yeah.
So happy.
Yeah, it should be awesome to do. So we're utilizing the smaller spaces, but we're putting big things in there, but not overwhelming. It's not busy stuff everywhere. And just to give you an idea of room sizes, correct me if I'm wrong, but the gallery space and the dressing room, those are just 10 foot by 10 foot, right?
Yeah.
But they're tall.
Very tall.
Which helps. But don't let a shared space, don't let smaller spaces be, a stumbling block. Because you're doing it. Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna look good.
It's gonna look amazing. And we appreciate you letting us come in and film and hang out with you for a couple of days. So.